What's up, you guys? It's your girl Taty and I'm back with another video. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe to this video. Hit that post notifications bell down below so you're notified whenever I post. And as you can see from the title down below, this is a hair horror story. I mean, it's about time my stylist wanted to leave my appointment to go fight. We're gonna get there. Hold on. Alright, so this story takes place last year. It takes place last year. I mentioned it in my vlog slash mini story time, my last video. Here's the full story. Here's what happened. So last year, back in September, I had started planning sorry if I sound a little tired too. It's like 1 in the morning, but I'm getting this video out for y'all for Wednesday. Y'all see it today, hopefully. But anyways, back in September, I had started planning what I was going to do for Halloween, like my costume, hair, nails, everything. I had the whole 9 yards. I was going to be ready this year, on time. I'm usually late. But the year before, I had ordered a costume. I already had it, so I didn't have to worry about anything besides getting my hair and nails done, right? Nails was going to be press-ons, and I had already ordered them, and I got them. But yeah, my main focus was my hair. My boyfriend had offered to pay for my hair. I said, you're such a sweetheart. Because I sure enough did not want to pay. But he was offering to pay for my hair because he knew, like, this was special to me. Like, it was going to mean a lot to me. And I had been working really hard around this time. And I was really tired because around this time, too, I'm getting ahead of myself. Either way, he said he would pay for my hair. But I didn't know what I wanted in that moment. And I didn't know who was going to do it because the stylist I had, I don't know where she at. She fell off the face of the earth. Hopefully she's okay. But she left. I don't know where she at. We tried calling, texting. Like, no messages or phone calls go through. And I was like, did she block us? Us, meaning me and my mom, because I know we can be some bugaboos, but like, wow. No, but for I think she had a baby. I don't know. I hope you're alright. If you come across this video ever. Hey. But I was trying to find a stylist. So at some point I had talked to my best friend and I was asking her, hey, like, who had done your hair in the past? And like she was telling me, oh, it's this lady. Location doesn't matter, but it's this lady in her area. I said, oh really? How much did she charge you? She was like, she had charged her like $200. Hairstyle was cute. Okay? But I was like, $200 for like bob, like shoulder length, knotless boho braids? I thought it was a little pricey. But she said she had washed, blow dried her hair and provided the hair for her. And when was the last time a stylist said that they would include a wash and blow dry? You lucky if they do your head and then do it right. Wash and blow dry. Who? What? Yeah, so when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's a good deal. Because I only spoke to one other girl about like some braids, because she had braids and hers looked good. And she had got it done by this African shop that charged her $200. And they provided the hair, but they didn't do a wash and blow dry. And around this time, I did not want to do my hair because I knew I was going to be busy in the upcoming month of October. Let's fast forward a little bit. October comes. Me and my boyfriend are walking around down in Atlantic Station. This is like the 3rd week in October. It's like the 3rd week in October. So we're approaching Halloween. During this month, it was really busy for me. And I already knew I did not want to fold my hair the month prior. I already knew this was going to be an issue because I was going to be busy. I was dog sitting. My dog had got sick unexpectedly. I had doctor's appointments. I had a lot going on. I had to work. I was trying to take care of my health, my exercise and stuff. Like I was putting a lot on myself. A lot. And I was barely getting any sleep at all. So all that's gonna be another story time. And if I forget, remind me. But I had a lot going on during that time, and I'm just like, I wasn't even at my house. I was at the dog owner's house that I was dog sitting for. Makes sense? I was at the dog owner's house that I was dog sitting for. So I was like, I ain't even got everything I need to do my hair. So we're walking around at Atlantic Station. I reminded my best friend, like, hey, can you have me give me your stylist information, because I would love for somebody to wash and blow dry my hair. And I'm thinking, well, if they charge her about $200 to do her hair, wash, blow dry, and provide the hair, versus the other girl telling me about the African shop that charged her $200. Now her braids was long though, so it kind of makes sense. But I was like, they didn't wash and blow dry. It seems like the better deal was going to be my best friend's stylist. You keeping up with me? Let me slow it down a little bit, but I'm going to fast forward still. Me and my best friend, I'm walking around Atlantic Station, which is a place in Atlanta, with my boyfriend. And, you know, we're looking at vendors. I'm texting my best friend. I'm letting him know, like, hey, I'm trying to get my hair done this week. Like, can you send me the money? He's like, sure, no problem. I'm like, okay, bet.
Okay, hold on. Let me explain that a little bit better because it sounds confusing. I'm walking around Atlantic Station with my boyfriend, but I'm texting my best friend about my appointment, and I'm talking to my boyfriend at the same time, letting him know, hey, could you go ahead and send me the money?
All I gotta do is find a hairstyle and confirm my appointment. So I'm telling my best friend, hey, make sure you message your stylist, because she was supposed to have been to her stylist that day. Like, no, she was supposed to see her stylist that next day, which was Monday, because she was going to get her hair done. Mind you, this is a Sunday. She said that she had to cancel her appointment for whatever reason. And I was like, oh, okay, well, can you still like message her? She was like, sure, but she may not reply because usually Sunday she's with her families. I said, understood. Your weekend is your weekend. Don't bother me. I don't even like people bother me on the clock, let alone off the clock. I understand. I'm understanding. I'm trying to be understanding. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll just send a message if she replies. Cool. If she don't reply, cool. I understand. She said, oh, she messaged me back and she replied. She was like, my best friend was telling me to send her over the hairstyles that I wanted. I said, okay, no problem. I had found 2 hairstyles on Pinterest that I was interested in, which was these 2 hairstyles right here. One was Fulani knotless braids, kind of like with boho effect to it, and the other was regular boho knotless braids. So I asked my best friend to get the prices for both of those styles. 2 different styles, mind you. The images show it too, because it's 2 different girls. I digress. But my best friend's like, okay, cool, you saying 2 different styles, get 2 different prices. So I don't know what her communication was with the stylist during that time, going back and forth. And if I'm a little bit quieter, it's because it's really late and people are asleep. But I don't know the communication that was had between her and her stylist. But it came to a point where she's like, you know what, I'm just giving you the stylist number. The stylist said I can give you her number and she'll communicate with you directly. I said, okay, no problem. Now I'm talking to the stylist. I said, hey, like, what appointments do you have available? She was telling me that she had an appointment for Friday. I said, ooh. Well, basically, like, her next availability was Friday. I was like, well, do you have anything a little bit sooner, because it was going to conflict with my work schedule? And I was like, I could change it around, but if I don't have to, do you have anything sooner? She's like, well, let me confirm to see if this lady's going to come to her appointment tomorrow, or let me see if I could make some room for you Tuesday. That's great. So I'm like, you know, I'm waiting for her to see if she's like, the lady's gonna confirm her appointment or not, or what's going on. I didn't really hear much back on that situation, but she was like, don't worry about it, I can squeeze you in Tuesday. She was like, I have, you know, she got things to do, but she's gonna squeeze me in. I said, okay, great. With my work schedule during the week to come, like the week we're progressing in, I was able to switch my schedule around. So I was like, well, I let her know, hey, if you still want to do Friday, we could do Friday, because Tuesday was fine. I'm not trying to be difficult, complicated, or confusing, but I don't want you to be pressed doing my hair. I don't want you to be stressed out. I don't want you to be irritated, agitated if you're ready to go home that day and you had a bunch of clients before me. I want you to be able to go get your rest, because the last thing I want is for somebody to be rushing doing my hair and it does not come out the way I want it to come out. I've had bad experiences in the past with stylists. We're not doing that no more. We're not doing that no more. Yeah, I was through with that. So I'm just like, you know, if Friday works better for you, cool. She's like, okay, yeah, Friday does work better for me. I was like, boom, no problem. So in the messages, like, I had asked her also, like, how much would it be for the boho knotless braids? She told me it was going to be $225. I said, okay, cool. She's like, to confirm your appointment, you have to send a $25 deposit. I sent her the $25 deposit then, because I wanted my hair done for Halloween. I wanted to be ready. I'm excited. I'm all pumped. We talking about like the colors that my hair is going to be, which my colors were going to be like burgundy and like a caramel color. It's like a honey blonde color, so it was like burgundy and honey blonde. Those are the colors because I feel like it gave a fall aesthetic. That's what I really wanted. She was like, checking her colors. She was like, I may not have the exact colors, but I have something really close. I was like, cool enough, as long as like a fall aesthetic. I'm not being complicated, right? She's like, okay, boom, no problem, cool. We confirm the appointment, we move forward. Time's going on, progressing, all that. When I had sent her the style that I wanted, I only sent her one photo because I really wanted the knotless. My plan B was the Fulani, but I didn't discuss that with her. I told her I wanted the boho knotless, okay? That's the only style me and her discussed. So Friday comes around, I'm vlogging, I'm sitting in my car. I had left the house mad early that day. When I was dog sitting at, I had left that house mad early because my appointment was going to be so far out, because it was, the stylist was in the city my best friend lives in, and I'm just like, dog, like, it's far, but I'll go ahead and do it. I'll take one for the team. I went ahead, I got up at like, my appointment was, I want to say at 8. My appointment was at 8, and I was an hour and some change away from my appointment. I know. I couldn't find nobody closer. No, because like, I don't trust a lot of people, so when people get their hair done, I like to ask them who did their hair, because it's certain people that I know care about their hair. I ask them who did their hair, because I don't want just anybody doing my hair. And the stylist, like I said, the one I usually go to, she blocked us on everything. I'm just playing. No, but I don't know what happened to her. So I'm just like, all right, well, I'm gonna leave early. So come Friday morning, oh my gosh, I want to tell y'all about the night before, but that's another story. I went to bed really late the night before, so I didn't go to bed till like 2 maybe 3 Friday morning, and I had to hop up at 5 because I had to like take the dogs out, make sure they were good, get dressed, get ready. I left the house like around 6:30. I left the house around 6:30, so I know I had enough time to get there, and if I wanted to stop for food or if there was any inconvenience like traffic, it would be accounted for. So I gave myself like, actually it was a little over an hour and a half, but I gave myself enough time to get to my destination. So I'm driving. I'm excited. I live in Georgia Beach, so we're on a gorgeous beach, but I'm right here in the hood. But I'm living my best life. You know how you be gassed up before your appointment, like you be so excited. Even right before I had even left the house, I had did some little TikTok transitions that I was ready for when I got back. Like, I was so ready. I was in such a good mood. I was in high spirits. Everything was going good. I'm driving. I encountered little to no traffic. I was like, perfect. It's like mad early. I would expect there to be no traffic, but you never know in Atlanta. You never know. I'm driving. I make a stop at Burger King, ate my little breakfast, and I was like, I ain't gotta worry about having no attitude at this point, but I ain't gotta worry about having no headache. All my electronics are charged. I'm good. I get to the appointment. I'm there before the stylist. I had a little difficulty finding the shop, but I got there before the stylist, and I'm just sitting in the car. I'm vlogging. I'm talking on the phone. Like, I'm chilling. I'm waiting. My appointment's at 8, so I had got there around like 7:40. I sat in the car, like I said, I'm eating, vlogging, chilling. My stylist pulls up around 8:05. No biggie. I'm not pressed. She unlocks the door. Now, mind you, I don't know what this woman looks like, so I'm just like, this is a building with suites in it, so like there's several stylists in the building. I'm just at this point when I'm in the car, like I'm just waiting for somebody to open the door, because I don't know what my stylist looks like, and all I know is I just need to be in there, and maybe I can ask somebody and just wait on her. So I see a car pull up, they get out the car, they're unlocking the door, and they go inside the door, but they lock it back. I'm like, wait, are they not open? I'm getting a little concerned, because I'm like, okay, well, let me chill out for about 2 more minutes. I'm like, well, nah. I decided, I was like, bunk 2 minutes. Let me just go ahead and go, because it's 8:05. I don't know what's going on. The person had just pulled up too, and like I was like one of 2 or 3 cars in the parking lot. So I'm like, they had to have seen my car just sitting here. So I don't know. I get out the car, I'm walking up to the door. I'm kind of like walking with a brisk walk, because I'm like, it's 8:05. Like, I don't want them to be like, oh, you got a cancellation fee because you were late for your appointment. We're not doing that. No, I was here before you, ma'am. I should have opened up shop. You're the one that's late. Where's my fee? Either way, got up to the door. I'm like, I knock, and somebody comes to the door. So lady comes to the door. She's like, hey, you here for an appointment? I was like, yes, I do have an appointment at the. I'm like explaining the situation. She's like, oh, hey, girl. I'm like, oh, hey, girl. I'm like, okay, so you my stylist? She's like, yeah, we're talking with Kiki. I'm like, she's like, what's your name? I'm like, I'm Taty. I'm like, what's your name? She's like, I'm Hairstylist. I'm Hairstylist, because she don't really need a name. I said, okay, cool. She's like, oh, so yeah, I had the colors that you wanted. The only no, she had actually the right colors that I wanted. I was like, okay, cool. She was like, so what time you got here? Like, she's just asking me like, how was everything? How am I doing? You know, we're having a little chit chat. She turns on like her TV in her suite. Nice little suite. She had a TV. She had snacks. I had water, y'all. I had. Did I eat the pack of crackers? I think she had a pack of crackers and some gummy. She had snacks, okay? I have never had that going to a stylist. Maybe if I was at their house, but I never had that. But, you know, we're talking. We're watching, what is it? We're watching the ID channel. I'm like, you like ID too? Like, we're bonding over that. I'm like, oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's all good in the hood. Like, I'm just like, everything's going great. So she's doing my hair. She gets to washing, shampoo. Y'all know that feeling when somebody else shampooing your head? It just do something to you. You be like, dog, like, it feel good. She's shampooing, and like, she's caring for my hair, because I ain't gonna lie, I can't let my hair look a little rough, because I'm like, you know, I don't feel like dealing with it. So she's washing, she's washing, conditioning, deep conditioning. Like, she's being very gentle, not rough with your hair, trying to like just get the process over with and done. You know, she starts blow drying my hair, and she's like, oh, okay, so what hairstyle did you want? Like, could you refresh me on the hairstyle that you wanted? I was like, oh, I wanted the boho knotless. She said, wait, what? I said, I want the boho knotless. Remember, we talked about that Sunday of this week? Do you remember? She's like, wait, I thought you wanted the Fulani braids. I said, what? I said, no. She was like, wait, I'm confused. So she starts looking back at her text messages. She's like, oh, I think when your best friend was texting me, she had sent me both photos, and I had gave her prices for both, but I didn't realize you wanted the boho knotless specifically. I was like, oh, well, in our messages, like, I had sent you just a picture of the boho knotless, and that's what I stated in the messages that I wanted. So she goes back, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I must have been doing somebody's hair when I read the messages, and I wasn't really paying attention, and I just basically just gave a price for the style she thought she saw. I said, oh no, like I really had plans for the boho knotless. She's like, well then it would be like $300. Squeeze me? I could have went to the Africans. I mean, like, yeah, she washed and blow dried my hair, but $300? She was like $295 or like $300. It was one of them too. But I'm like, $300? Don't, hold on. Mind you, plus the $25 deposit I had. I was like, oh my goodness. And that was for like schmedium. That was for schmedium. I said, oh no, I can't do that. So I'm thinking like maybe she could like honor it or something, since it was a mistake on her end. I communicated well. You look back at your messages and seeing that you made a mistake. So I'm just like, nah. She was like, she was like, well, maybe do you think that you could find another hairstyle? I don't usually change the styles at the last minute. What you mean you don't usually change the styles at the last minute? You messed up, not me. So I'm like, sitting in the chair, I'm just like, she's blow drying my hair, and I'm just like, we gonna have to figure something out, because what? So she's like, yeah, I don't usually change styles at the last minute, but you know what, because I told you wrong, I'm gonna go ahead and let you change the style. She was like, you know, you could, while I'm blow drying your hair, you could go ahead and try to find a style that you like, or another style that you want or you're interested in. So I'm going through Pinterest on my phone. I'm like low-key have an attitude, because like I wanted the boho knotless. So now I gotta start from scratch and go through Pinterest and see if I like these hairstyles, if the colors look right with these hairstyles. Like it's like starting over again. So I'm like, I'm scrolling. I finally find a hairstyle. She was like, usually I would charge $225 for that still, but you know what, since I messed up, I'm gonna go ahead and knock off what was like $20. I was like, okay. She was like, do you still want the human hair? If you want the human hair, that's gonna add the $20 back on. I'm like, I was like, you know, I don't even want the human hair, don't worry about it. Mind you, let's back up a little bit. Now, when we were talking about hairstyles between us in the messages, and you know, I sent her a picture of the boho knotless, but she thought it was Fulani, so that's why the price was $225. She was telling me that she pays like $40 for the packs of human hair or whatever. You know, that's why the style would be $225 or etc. Like, she's giving me like low-key a breakdown, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's fine, no problem. Like, I don't mind paying it, but I'm thinking it's the boho knotless, not Fulani. So when we back in the scenario, she's like, yeah, because I paid $20 for the human hair, so it would bring it back up to like another $20 charge. I'm like, wait a minute.
So basically, I'm saying all that to say that even though I went ahead and stuck with the Fulani hairstyle that I was going to get, or, you know, I stuck with the Fulani hairstyle from the mix-up, she basically was still trying to charge me full price and not like trying to deduct anything, even though that's not the style that I wanted, and she had a mix-up on her end.
I was like, I thought in the messages she said that the human hair was $40. That's why the Fulani, really the boho knotless, would have been the price it was.
Another thing too was I asked her about different hairstyles, and like she didn't really know the prices of certain hairstyles, or a lot of them honestly, but I could tell basically the price was the price. She wasn't about to budge on her price, even though it was a mix up on her end. She was gonna make a profit off of me regardless, because she knew I wanted my hair done. So yeah, there was no win in that situation.
Now for the human hair, she was like, for one color it's like $40, but if I wanted both it would have been $80. So I was like, let me just stick to the one that was in the messages. But I'm just like, wait a minute. So she upcharging the human hair, which makes sense because it's a business, you got to make a profit. I understand that, but I'm just like, I don't think she really realized what she just said. Like, she told me like probably the real price she paid for it versus the price she charged for it. I digress. Why do I mention that? Because I just feel like she was upcharging me, or like I don't feel like she was giving me or trying to really work with me. I feel like she should have gave me like some type of honoring, or like just she should have. I feel like she could have worked with me better on the prices, despite whatever was what. I feel like she still could have did my hair for a price, made a profit still, even if it wasn't the price she wanted to charge me. Because you messed up, not me. I came to my appointment expecting one thing, and now I'm gonna come out with another. It's like one of those what I wanted versus what I got moments. But let's get further into the story, because this ain't even really about my hairstyle for real. So she get she had washed and she's blow drying my hair. Her phone keeps going off, like ring, back to back. So I'm thinking it sounded kind of important. So she answered the phone and she gets all like, "What's going on? What you doing? What? She did what? That bitch did what? What? You better tell her to calm down. No, she don't want me to come up there. Oh, no, don't piss me off. And like, that's the phone conversation. I'm just like, I'm thinking maybe she talking to her kids or something, like somebody got in trouble or something. I don't know. And she's like, she hang up the phone. She's like, "Ooh, my brother get on my nerves." I'm just like, this is another thing. Like, the room got tense. I feel like, I'm not gonna say I'm sensitive to people's energies, but when I'm in a when I'm in a room with just one person, I become sensitive to their energy. Like, I could tell when their mood shifts. Now, a room full of people, I may not know, but when you're in close quarters with somebody, you feel the energy in the room shift. Things got a little bit more tense. I was like, mind you, I'm already still a little irritated that I had to switch my hairstyle, so now you bring this energy into it all. I'm just like, this does not make anything better at all. So she's all going off. And you know me, I'm like scrolling on my phone, but at the same time, like, I'm listening to her phone conversation. But when she got off the phone, she like low-key start venting to me, and I'm just like, not again, because I've had this happen before. I'm just like, oh, do people just like venting to me? Am I an easy person to talk to? Would y'all talk to me? Have y'all had something like this happen to y'all before? In the comments, mention if y'all have had like a stylist vent to you, because usually it's the client venting to the stylist. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've done it a time or two, but like, I've had a few scenarios where the hairstylist vented to me, and I'm just like, huh? I don't know. I feel like I'm an easy person to talk to. But comment if that's happened to you before. So she get the vent to me. She was like, "Man, I'm so tired of my brother." She's like, her brother called her. He always coming at her with some mess. It's so irritating because him and his girlfriend, they've been on and off for like, gosh, years. And he had just got out of jail, and she's like potentially put him in a scenario where he could get sent back to jail because they're having an altercation. She's like, she done put hands on him before, and I done told him, you don't hit no female, but if the female put her hands on you, you better call me so I could go and whip that bitch ass. Like, she going off. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, she going off. She's like, I'm so tired of that bitch. Like, she get on my nerves. She always starting a problem here, there, and there. She know he just got out of jail. Why is she trying to make his life hard to get up? I'm like, what? I said, what? I said, why would she make his life hard? Because I'm gonna be on your side. You doing my hair. I'm on your side 110%. Why would she make his life hard? Why are you making Byron's life hard? Be for real. What? I'm not gonna go against you right now. So I'm like, yeah, why is she doing that? Like, cause what? I really don't know what to say. I'm like, man, like, that's messed up. She's like, yeah, he just got out. He trying to do something with his life. Even if he trying to be difficult, like, he don't really want to do nothing. He can't hold down no job. Like, she started going in on him now. So I'm like, I thought we was on brother's side. But I'm like, oh man, he can't hold a job. Like, I was like, well, you know, I heard it's kind of hard for people to integrate back into society when, you know, they've been in lockup or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I know he was in there for a long time, so he may be having a hard time, like, shifting back into society or whatever. She's like, but I've been told him that he need to leave this girl alone because they've been on and off for years, and she always putting him in effed up situations. Like, he always into some mess with her. And so I don't know, he had called her back in the midst of this conversation. He called her back and she's like, what? Man, I'm about to come up there. Hold on, let me call my twin. Hold on, let me call my twin. I'm like, whoa. So she hang up the phone, she called her sister. She's like, sis, like she's giving her the whole spill that him and the girl getting into it, they having an altercation over Lord knows what. It was something about the girl being sick. Honestly, that's what I was told. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but it was something about the girl being sick. I was like, huh? They having an altercation over her being sick? Didn't sound right. So her sister's like, yeah, do we need to do something? She's like, hold on, before we do anything, let me call mom. Man, she called up the whole family at this point, and like she's talking and doing my hair, but like it's slowing her down. And I have a lot of hair, and I'm tired, and I want to go to sleep. I haven't had sleep almost that whole month, for real. I was probably getting 2-3 hours here of sleep, 4 hours on a good day. I'm like, I want to go home. I want to go to sleep. And like every time she's making a phone call, she's stopping, she's turning, she's flipping the channels on the TV, she typing. Like, she's not the person that can work and talk. She's like, even when she do it, she's going slow. I'm like, all right, this is about to be a long appointment. I was like, I hope they figure this out soon. Nope, didn't happen. So she's calling the mom. She's like, mom, brother's getting back into it with his girl. What we need to do? Cause I'm about to pull up over there now. I'm so tired of this bitch. So, like, start posting him. She know he just got out. Like, she's giving her the whole spill. The mom's like, hold on, calm down. She's like, yeah, cause I hate acting like this in front of a client. I'm doing the client's hair right now. Her mom's on the phone telling her to calm down. Like, just work, calm down. Let her call her brother or call the brother and see what's going on and see if she can remedy the situation. She's like, all right, I'm gonna try to be calm. And so like she hang up the phone, she's like behind me stomping, like shaking, like she irritated, like, you know how people like she getting braided. I'm like, hold on now, you're braiding a little rough now. I ain't her. I ain't giving your brother problems, just calm down a little bit. She's like, I'm sorry about all this. It's just always something with him. And I understand the frustration of when you got a family member always getting into something. I understand. I do. But can we be professional right now? I'm just saying, like, life inconveniences like come up. So honestly, for real, I'm not really judging her. I'm like, this ain't the worst situation I've been in with the hairstylist. At least I'm getting my hair done this time. So far. So she's just like on edge, like her, when somebody's so on edge, like it's like they're there but they're not there. She's becoming like, you can tell her mind is rattled. She can't really focus, but she's doing my hair and like she's trying to distract herself by TV. She's like, have you seen this episode before? Because I was telling her, like, I used to watch ID a lot too, and I was like, I gotta slow it down because it's making me think a little crazy. And I'm like looking over my shoulder every 2 seconds to see what they're gonna do. They're gonna cut my brakes. They're gonna break into my house. Who is this? Are they following me? Like, I don't like doing that. So I was like, I gotta cut back on that. But I love me some ID. But it will make you paranoid. So like she's trying to distract herself, and like we're talking about the episodes, but then she go back like, oh, why he ain't called me back yet? He said he was gonna call me back. Like, she's talking to her brother, like, why he ain't called her back yet? He said he was gonna call her back. Like, and she want to know if he's okay. So she get to calling her brother back. She calling her brother back, don't answer, call him back, don't answer, call him back, don't answer, back to back. She did it at least 5 times. No answer. She's like, I can't stand this, because he called me with a problem, but then he don't answer the phone when we get into the midst of it all. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I need to make sure he all right, because last time she almost stabbed him. I said, why is he with her? I was like, he almost lost his life to this woman. And that's not funny. That's a serious situation, because when it comes to domestic, can I say that? Let me say DV. When it comes to DV situations, people, you can lose your life. You really can. And I'm just like, oof. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I started feeling bad for her. I did, but I did want her to finish my head. And she's like, oh, I might have to go. Like, I'm like, you might have to go. where you gonna go? Where you going? Ain't you at work? Where you going? She's like, it's just, I hate when he do this. Like, I just want to be making sure, like, he all right. Like, because he just got out. I want him to do better for himself. Like, did he say he got kids? I can't remember if she said he had kids or not. I feel like she did. I can't remember, so we're going to scratch that. But she's like, I want him to do better. Like, I just want him to do better. Like, he need to get away from her. I done told him to get away from her before. Because she was telling me that, another time they had got into it, she and her sister had pulled him over there, and that she was about to fight the girl while the sister was holding her back. And she was like, she hated to have done that because they were in this nice, like, they live in a nice neighborhood, and that, like, you don't want the stigma of being like the rowdy neighbors or whatever, right? She was like, I was about to fight her because she was talking all that noise. She done threw him out the house one time, and I had got him an Uber, but even though I was letting him stay with me, he went back to her that same day after all that. After, like, I guess this was the time she had attempted to, like, stab him or whatever. I don't know if I can say that, like, stab him. But basically, she was like, she had ordered him an Uber, or she had ordered him an Uber, and I guess, like, some time had went by, maybe a few hours, and he went back over there, and he called her again, complaining, like, they was going at it again. So she pulled up over there ready to fight the girl. But at the end of the day, they still stayed together. Evidently, they still stayed together. She was like, I can't stand when he involved me in these situations because I've been trying to help him and he just keep going back to her. When people keep doing that, you just gotta let them get tired on their own. Some people, sometimes you gotta let people fall on their face, and hopefully they don't get too hurt in the process. Like, you can tell somebody something till you're blue in the face, but they're not gonna get it until they want to get it. When it comes to situations like that, people will leave when they're ready. Like, you can't, you just have to be patient. You really do. And like I said, like, I've seen situations like this. Like, I'm just like, I understand her frustration. Can I say I understand her frustration? I feel her frustration. I'm gonna say I feel her frustration because, like, your hands are tied, really. And, like, imagine all this is happening at work. The worst thing you could do is get some bad news while you at work. That's irritating. Like, who wants that? So, like, I can feel the frustration in the room now. I'm getting tense. I'm getting uncomfortable. She's, like, kind of stopping. Like, and like I said, I have a lot of hair, so I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be a long appointment. But, like, eventually she kind of calms down because her mom calls her back and she's like, yeah, I spoke to him. I'm trying to get them to calm down, but don't worry, you just focus on your job and do what you need to do. She's like, all right, but let me know if anything happens, because I will pull up over there. Don't worry about it, because if she tries to, I'm gonna pull up on her. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just, like, listening at this point fully because you already done involved me in the conversation. Like, you was venting to me a while ago, so I'm like, well, let me hear what's going to happen. So eventually time goes on. She's doing my hair and she's proceeding. She's like, I just want to apologize for earlier because, like, it's just situations like that just get me riled up and tense, and I don't want you to be like, feel like she's being a professional or I'm having a bad experience, which yes, it's unprofessional, but, like, I'm not gonna lie, it really didn't bother me besides, like, the energy in the room and, like, it being unprofessional. But, like, trust me, I've been through worse with stylists. I really have. So I'm like, oh no, you good, like, it's fine. I wanted to say, I just wish you would just stay focused and do my hair so I can go, but I didn't say that. I was like, no, I understand, it's fine. But yeah, so she continues to do my hair, and it's like, she's like halfway done. She gets a phone call from her brother again. I was like, Lord. She's like, hold on, this is him. So she picked up the phone, she talked to him, she get to do my hair again. She's like, you alright? I was trying to call you and check on you back to back. She was like, and why you ain't call me back? He was like, oh man, I couldn't call you back anymore. She's like, yes you could, you got my old phone. Cause so side note, she had gave him her old phone because I guess he didn't have a phone or something happened to his phone, so, or maybe it wasn't ringing or something, because she was saying, like, I gave you that phone, I know it ring, you can't say it won't ring it or it won't work no, because I, like, it wasn't working now because I gave you that phone, I know it works. so you have no excuses to why you're not answering this phone. She's like, you know what, like, I'm gonna talk to you later, I'm so irritated with you right now. And she's like, but y'all better not get into nothing. So she hang up, and she's like, man, I'm just so tired of him because he put me through different situations, like with the girl from one. She's been getting him jobs and he ain't been holding him down. He been in trouble. Like, she's just trying to get him on the right path, but she's having a hard time doing so. And like, she's telling me this. I'm like, respect. Like, I mean, I don't mind people venting and opening up to me, but this was just like, you was about to leave my appointment to go fight. I can't get stood up again by another stylist. I could not. And I'm thinking, like, bro, like, it's Friday. When else would you even finish my hair? And on top of that, if you went and left and did that and tried to reschedule me, I'm not coming back, because like, I drove over an hour to get here. And mind you, I had told her that like towards the beginning of the appointment, before all this even happened, because she was like, oh, where are you coming from? When I said we was chit-chatting, that was one of the questions. She said, where am I coming from? I said, oh, I'm coming from blah blah blah. She said, oh, blah blah blah. She said, where's blah blah blah? I said, oh, it's by blah blah blah. She said, oh, that's far. I said, yeah, but I was past the little landmark she knew. She was like, oh. She said, oh, you came a long way. I said, yeah. So the fact that you was sitting here in the midst of my appointment telling me that you may have to leave to go fight, what? You lost your ever loving, because baby, you was not gonna get paid and I was not gonna come back. Lost her mind. But she did a good job though, y'all. My hair did come out cute. I didn't like how she do my edges. She said she went good with edges though, so it's all good. I went back to the house I was at and I redid them myself. My hair came out cute.
But you guys, at the end of all, it took her a little over 8 hours to do my hair. So, I mean, I guess that's all right. But I went through this for about 8 hours.
And that's the story time about how my stylist almost left my appointment to go fight her brother's girlfriend. Yeah, this was... was this the worst style? She wasn't a bad stylist, it was just a bad situation, so not too much on her. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to her though, but yeah. Well, that's all I have for y'all today. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe to this video. Hit that post notifications bell down below so you're notified whenever I post, and I can't wait to see you all in my next one. I forgot to mention, hold up, don't you click y'all for yet. Follow me on all my social medias. We're trying to grow over there, guys. And when I'm not on YouTube, I'm on my social medias, but I don't want to tell y'all a schedule, but I am going to be trying to upload twice a week, and I feel like that's doable so I don't hit a burnout and leave y'all again. But the reason why I was gone was for a very good reason, and those story times are coming soon. They're coming soon. I was gone for good reason, and it almost wasn't by choice. But like I said, if you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe to this video. Hit that post notifications bell down below so you're notified whenever I post. Follow me on all my social medias, and I can't wait to see you all until the next one. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me, and Happy New Year, because I don't think I've told you guys that yet. Happy New Year. I love y'all. Bye.